Welcome to Dean Savvy Cavies. By request, I was asked to describe a little bit more about Amy and Fifi's Bumblefoot treatment, particularly about what I do after I give them their foot baths. So I'm going to go into a little more detail about their Bumblefoot, because Bumblefoot is different for each guinea pig depending on the severity of it. There's mild, there's like a moderate, and then there's this very severe Bumblefoot. And luckily, Amy and Fifi, theirs is more of the moderate kind. I was able to catch it early enough so that they can get the help they need, and they will probably recover fine. They won't have any troubles like you would hear in the severe cases. Luckily, these guys, I was able to rescue them just in time, and they are such a joy. We'll continue on the journey of Amy and Fifi and what I'm doing to help with their Bumblefoot. So I posted some of this on Instagram already, and this is, I'll show a little bit of Amy's Bumblefoot. It's not actually that gross looking compared to some things you may have seen online. So here's her back feet. They're actually pretty good right now. They're just a little red here. They've healed really nicely. Same with this one. And you can see her nails. Her nails are, I've trimmed them. Every time I soak them, I look at them and can I trim them a little more, because each time you trim their nails, especially when they're super long and the quick is really long, every time you clip them, the quick recedes a little bit if you do it frequently. So that's what I've been trying to do, just shorten the quick every time I clip her nails. So here's her front paws. Yeah, her nails are still, oh, there it is. It's a little red and puppy still. And then here's the other one. It's still a little sore and puppy. This nail here, you can see this nail here on the far end. It's dark, and the vet was finally able to clip it down. And you can see her feet are slightly deformed. And same with Fifi's, because their nails were not clipped regularly. And it's really unfortunate because it makes it really hard for them to walk. I'll show you what I do. Kind of like a day in the life of Amy and Fifi in their care as they recover. So here's Amy and Fifi's cage. I went over this cage a little bit my last video. You can see the link for that. It's not my favorite cage. It is a wabbit habitat from Midwest. It's not the best place for them to live, but right now, because they can't walk around very well, their feet are still sore, I have them in this smaller enclosure. I am working on getting them a bigger cage. I'm actually starting to sew fleece for a 2x4 for them. So here is their little house, and as you can see, it's pretty clean right now because I cleaned it earlier, but they do have a little poo to scoop up just to spot clean. And this is their little house that they live in. And there they are, a bonded pair, so they like to be together in here. See, like under there's all that poo that it would have been laying in, so I'm gonna clean that up right now. I'm gonna clean out the poo here. Just gonna take this and we're gonna scoop the poop like this until it's all clean. So normally what I would do in my morning routine, I would check their water bottles, see if they need refilling. I refill their hay. I would clean out all their poo, sweep out any excess hay, and actually replace the pads, because you don't want these to be wet. These are dry right now, because guinea pigs with Bumblefoot, they need dry bedding at all times. So I'll put their hidey back because they like to hide. They feel more secure in their little thing. There. I've actually been trying out other Heidi's for them between like cuddle cups and tunnels. I'll show a picture here of the tunnels that they were trying out from Lucy's Cozies. I alternate sometimes. At night I always put them in the Heidi, and then during the day I'll put them in a tunnel or a cuddle cup. I just haven't gotten there yet because it's a busy day and I'm doing this. I'm gonna give the girls, Amy and Fifi, some Child Life vitamin C. I give them the liquid because the tablets are just too hard for them to chew right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my syringe in here and draw out my syringe in here and draw out the vitamin C. Now when you do this, you want to make sure the air bubbles are out. I would see, you know, you can see there's a little air bubble there. So I'm just going to push it out like that, and it's still an air bubble in there. Okay, there's the vitamin C now. Yeah, you want to make sure you don't have any air bubbles in here because it can give them gas. So what I do, if there is an air bubble, I don't see one in there, but what I would do is I would just push a little bit of the air out of the end of the syringe and it would be fine. Okay, so let's give the girls some vitamin C. Oh, that's cute. Amy's been checking that out lately. Come on, Amy, get some vitamin C, darling. Amy. Amy. Yeah, they don't like it. Amy might take it. Come on, Amy. Show us how you take it. She's really good about taking stuff. Do you see it? There she goes. Amy kept wandering away from her syringe of the cage, so I just decided to pick her up and do her this way. Come on, darling. I don't want it in your nose. Put it in your mouth. There we go. She takes it pretty well. She's much easier to feed than Fifi is. There we go. This is so cute. Come on, baby. Come on. There we go. Oh yeah, you can see your mouth now. There you go, darling. Good girl. Good girl, my angel. I call them guinea pigs my little angels. Do you? I think they're sent from heaven or something to make us happy, because we make them happy too. I just love them so much. I just love you so much, Amy. I love her face. One side light, one side dark. So cool. Okay, back in the cage you go. Oops. I'm gonna do Fifi next. She's really hard. This little girl doesn't like anything done to her. She just hates it. She's really terrible with this. Oh, she's getting better though. She likes vitamin C. I think it's the medicine she doesn't like. Good girl. Good girl, Fifi. What a good girl. That's the best she's ever done it. Wow. Good girl. What a sweetheart. I think she knows we're trying to help. Okay. So there's Miss Fifi. Hello. She's more of a chocolate color than a black. She's really pretty. So next in the order of business with them is their foot bath. This is what I used to soak Amy and Fifi's feet in. I have a bin here, and I have my warm water. I have 1 cup, which is also 250 milliliters. Okay, so what I do is I pour that into the bin. It's just a little shallow tub. And then I take some Epsom salt, make sure it's the magnesium sulfate USP grade, not table salt. This is different. This has healing minerals in it. I take 1/8 of a teaspoon. I don't have an 1/8, so I'm using a 1/4 teaspoon and then just using half of it. You don't want to use any more because it'll scald their feet and dry them out too much. It's a little hot, so while I'm getting the girls, this will cool. Let's just make sure the water is properly warm, the proper temperature before I put them in. Yeah, it's not too hot. Okay, girls, come on in. And there's one, Fifi, and there's Amy, and they are so good about doing this. They just sit here and chill out like this. And then while they're in there, I'll get a towel. So yeah, they just hang out in there. They're really chill. Have a towel at the ready so when they come out, they can get wrapped up in it. You're gonna hop out on your own. Okay, while you're soaking, I'm going to get you guys your medicine. As stated before, they're on Acoustic. What does it say? Shake well and refrigerate. Give 0.05 milliliter by mouth every 24 hours for 14 days. This is a non-steroidal, non-inflammatory medication, like a little liquid in a bottle. And I think it's interesting that they don't put the prescription label on the bottle itself. I'm surprised because I used to work for a vet and that's what we would do. Okay, so I've drawn the syringes out of the bottle and here they are. It's kind of hard to see, but it's 0.05. It's just kind of a cloudyish, kind of clearish liquid. These are the syringes the vet gave me. Here you go, lady. She's really good about this. It's so cute. Here you go, lady. Good girl. And Fifi, of course, she's much more difficult. She doesn't like this stuff. Let's face it this way. I know the water's cooling off. You're about ready to come out. So let's give you your medicine, darling. There you go. Good girl. You did it really quick. Good girl. Okay, it's time for them to come out. So this is what I do next. I just take them out on the towel like this. Usually Amy hops out and bummed out she didn't do it today. So, wait. We need to stay on the towel, girls. This is why I have the little fencing around here, because they don't wander off so much. I can contain them. So what I do is take a towel and I wrap them up just like you would if you were bathing them. Yeah, you kind of want to shift the towel around so that they sit on the dry part. Okay, and then this is what I do is cuddle them like this, and I give them pea flakes. There you go, girls. Want pea flake, Amy? She's like, no, the indignity of being bathed. You'll take another, won't you? Amy, usually she takes them. I think she's just a little perturbed right now. You kerfuffled. There you go, darling. I know. Chittery chattery. Chitter chattery. So yeah, I just sit here like this and I just gently rub the towel on them, under their bellies a little bit. Make sure they're comfortable so their feet aren't hurting. And how many times do I give them Epsom salt bath? Let's see, I do it 2 times a day, twice. Any more than that will dry out their little foot pads. And the vet said that they did not need anything else on their foot pads. Some people put like a triple antibiotic ointment on there or something the vet would prescribe. These guys didn't need it apparently, so that's good. If their feet do start getting dry, I will contact my vet and see what they recommend. So that's what we do. And eventually they'll get better. Okay, I'm going to dry them off and put them back in their house. They'll be happier there. It's time to put the girls back, and I put in a different something in their cage for them to explore in. That's a nice little tunnel hidey that I got from Lucy's Cozies. They like that, and it helps them kind of dry off a little bit more. And they'll feel safe and secure after the excitement of the bath. So yeah, they like those. Although I guess Fifi has other things in mind. Oh, maybe not. I'm just gonna explore in there. Oh, so yeah, they get all silly in there. It's so cute. Yeah, then Amy rumble struts. It's just adorable. Also, in small increments, I've been giving them floor time with the other guinea pigs. Yesterday, we did, oh yeah, here's a clip right here with Peanut and Coco on the floor. And they had a nice little visit. It was brief because I don't want to stress out Amy and Fifi because they're still healing. Stress will interfere with their healing a little bit. And also, I didn't want to stress out Peanut and Coco too much either. I want them to be friends. I just like them to be friends with the other guinea pigs so they can have little brief play dates once in a while. They like that. So this is what a day in the life of Amy and Fifi is. They get cared for, they have their medicine, their vitamin C, their bath twice a day, and then they just hang out and get loved. I love their little tunnels. Little Amy butt. And there's the little Fifi. Hello, Fifi. Oh, golly, they're so silly. Are you both in there? They're both in there.